Okay, we're live. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Here with the match watch along for Manchester United versus Brighton. Let's get into this. So, first and foremost, we can see the team to my right. We've got Andre Onana in gold at right back. Quite an interesting choice. It's Diogo Dalot. Yeah, quite surprised about that, but Wan-Bissaka is out through illness. He is on the bench, not fully fit to play in this match. Centre backs, we got Victor Lindelof, we got Lisandro Martinez, and at left back, we have the debuting of Sergio Reguilon. Into the midfield, we got Casemiro, we got McTominay and Eriksen. Front three of Bruno on the right, unfortunately, is what we didn't want to see, guys, honestly. Through the middle, we got Rasmus Hojlund in his home debut, his first start for Manchester United. Excited for this one, of course. And on the left, it's Marcus Rashford. We have the poll running as well in the comments. We got match predictions up there. We got United win, a draw, or a loss. Let me know your thoughts on that one. I'm So Fresh is in the comments. Good to see you, man. Hope all is good. Looking forward to this one. Can't lie, guys. Been a long time since we've had Manchester United in action. Been a long time since a match watch along on the channel. Let's hope it's a good one. Let's hope that we get this win. I think the last one we did was Spurs, and that was a loss. So let's hope we can get back to winning ways today, of course. So far for United, 2 wins, 2 losses in this season. It's not great, man. Big T's in the comments as well. Bruno on the right never works. This manager is grafting on me fast. Yeah, look, it doesn't work, man. I just don't think it's the right thing. It might be McTominay on the right. Now, we have an interesting quote coming in from Erik ten Hag, and maybe we're going to see something different today. Maybe we're going to see a 4-4-2, maybe a diamond, because he has said, I think this is the right moment to try play a different system. Maybe it's going to be a 4-4-2 diamond. Maybe this is something we have been rumored to be looking at. It's something that we have seen Erik ten Hag do at Ajax. It was his last formation right before he left, so it might be front two of Rashford on the left, sort of the two, and then we got Hojlund on the right. Maybe that's what we're going to go for in this one. Let's just hope it's not Bruno on the right. That's what we don't want to see. And if we're packing out the midfield, I think it makes sense. I feel like McTominay is in. I feel like Amrabat probably would have been Ten Hag's first choice in this match, so maybe that's what we're going to be going for. I hope it's not Bruno on the right. I really, really hope it's not. But if it's a diamond, it's going to be something different. Let's see what we've been working on in training. Let's see what Manchester United are going for. Big T's hoping it's going to be different. Me too, man, because Bruno on the right, it doesn't work. And look, if my graphic's wrong, then I'm very happy with that, because I don't want to see Bruno on the right. Firmly believe best players, best position, then you let the rest figure it out. So Fresh says, looks 4-4-2 diamond with Rashford playing off Hojlund. It might well be. Maybe we're going to see something interesting. I had seen someone said, perhaps it's going to be Bruno or McTominay as a false 9, or a diamond, which is also really kind of a false 9. So it's going to be an interesting one. I'm looking forward to it, of course. Debut for Hojlund through the middle, going to be exciting. Looking forward to that one. I think it's interesting we don't see Facundo Pellistri starting today. I had him down to start, and I think we've seen the rumoured leaked early lineup, and I think a lot of us thought that's what we're going to be going for. Let's find out what we do in this one. I'm looking forward to it, guys. Get your score predictions in down below. What we got? We got 9 votes in the poll, 56% going for the United win, 22% going for the draw, and 22% going for a loss in this one. So some uncertainty. Brighton, a very good team. I think it's really interesting. Let's see what this system's going to be. If it's something radically different, I'll sit down and do a video on it afterwards as well. Looking forward to that there one. And yeah, just glad to be back, guys. Glad to be back doing the watch-alongs, doing all the good Manchester United stuff. Lots of content coming up as well. Hopefully, we're going to start getting lots of the regular guys in as well. Was talking to YouTube as well today, and there does seem to be issues with the algorithm at the moment. So that's probably why we're not seeing the likes of Lucky and Stephanie and Rajat and all those guys in so often. I think it's just not getting pushed out at all. I think it's a YouTube issue. It's not a channel issue. Thankfully, I haven't annoyed you guys too much like you've all quit out on me. Drop a like on the video, guys. We're up to 9 likes. Big ups as well. Can we get up maybe... Let's see if we can get 50 likes across the stream. We're going to be live until the end of the match. So hopefully my stream is going to be nice and fresh as well. And I'm So Fresh says, as well as that, actually, 3-1 to United. Hojlund double and an assist. We're going for a Hojlund 10 out of 10 performance. Loving that. Confident. I'm going to go a little bit more conservative. I'm going to go a little bit... It's still going to be the optimistic side. I'm still going to say United's going to win. Going to go 2-1 to Manchester United. That's my prediction for this one. Let's hope that that's a reality. Let's hope that's what we get in this match. And we're going to find out very soon, guys. 4 minutes to kick off. Looking forward for this one. And De Zerbi's going to come. He's going to have a plan for Manchester United today, but the home form has been exceptional under Ten Hag. 31 matches without a loss. Daz is in the comments. Good to see you, Daz. Welcome back as well. We need to stand up and be counted today. Absolutely we do. And I don't think it's a bad thing. I think when we seen that we were looking at Bruno on the right, I think a lot of people's heads dropped. I think a lot of people were scared about that as well. Big T, is YouTube working for some streamers but not others? I've seen regulars on other channels. Yeah, it does seem to be for some people. I've noticed United stands down quite a bit. People's TV, yeah, they're really getting hammered as well. Because I've got an extension on here, lets me see views compared by months and subscribers gained per month and all that stuff. I believe Sam is down something like 75% in the last 28 days. So there's definitely been a YouTube issue. And there was, of course, a big update to YouTube done with the algorithm sort of stuff about 2.5 weeks ago. So I think all that kind of lines up. I mean, when you got guys with like 350 subs and they're getting 10,000 views on a video, I think that kind of says that there's something wrong there, you know? So look, even myself, like I was looking at it, we've got about 2,000 and last night's stream got 100 people on it. It's just kind of a YouTube problem. It's just kind of like, look, obviously the international break as well, I'm sure that's not helping too much, but I'm not too concerned about that. I've heard something about inactivity for longer than a week can affect content promotion. Yeah, something like that as well. It will feed into it. As well, so it's just about building it back up. So I'm not concerned. I mean, I'm not doing this for the money. If I was doing it for the money, I would be really, really bad at what I'm doing, because I think the most I've made from a video is about £3. So it's not a money thing, it's a passion thing. It's something we enjoy doing. Big T wants to see a massive performance today. Nothing else will be good enough. Yeah, look, man, I want to see a shift put in. I want to see, first and foremost, 3 points. I think that's got to be non-negotiable. And if we don't play well and we still win, I'll take it, absolutely. I would love to see us go out and play really, really well, because we've got a big match coming up midweek as well, Bayern Munich. That's going to be exciting. Looking forward to that one. But a big performance is needed, absolutely. Big ups as well, guys. Thanks very much for 10 likes on the video so far. And we've already been on for, what, like 7 minutes? Thanks very much for that, everyone, guys. Get your score predictions in down below. What do we got on the poll? 10 votes so far, 60% saying the win, 20% going for the draw, and 20% going for the loss as well. And yeah, look, guys, has to be a big performance today. Has to be a better performance than what we've seen recently. We're coming off the international break. Hopefully that means we're going to be a little bit fresher. Hopefully that means we're going to be a little bit more ready for this one. Let me just get this up and running. Okay, so for some reason it's got Man City's match against West Ham on for me. That wasn't the intention. Let me just quickly change this about. Yeah, look, it's such a shame that this isn't on Sky or isn't on BT, because I could just watch it, but having to do nefarious means. There we go. We got Brighton's team up as well. So they've got Pascal Gross, Mohamed Dahoud, Jason Steele in goals, Tarek Lamptey, of course, Danny Welbeck up front. No Evan Ferguson in this one for them. Adam Lallana plays as well. So, look, Brighton's going to be a difficult match today. Make no mistake about it. They're a very good team, playing really good football under De Zerbi. I'm not as confident as I would have been in previous seasons. So we're going to find out what this United team's made of today. Hopefully a good performance incoming. Let me get ready to get the old timer up and running as well, because I want to make sure that we're keeping everything on track. There is Rasmus Hojlund out on the pitch getting ready for this year one. Sergio Reguilon, of course, debut at left back. Let's see how he gets on. Some natural width and a more natural left back as well. So that's going to be hopefully something that's going to help Manchester United out in this one. Who have we got in the comments? Big T saying, got a feeling Welbeck will have a good game today. Yeah, look, Danny Welbeck loves playing against Manchester United. Did well for Arsenal. Did really, really stretched us and did very good in that first match of the season last year. I'm sure a lot of you guys remember that one. That was a difficult match for Manchester United. Get your votes in on the poll. 64% going for the win. Let's hope majority are right. We've got a minute's silence coming up before the match as well. So the kickoff a little bit later than we might have expected. But yeah, it's great to have all you guys on with me today as well. Looking forward to this one. Got the armbands on. I'm not quite sure what the minute silence is for. I've not got sounds on, obviously, or you guys would hear the commentary. So I'm not 100% on that one. Daz, I'm not 100% sure. I'm waiting because normally they put up a graphic or something. Seem to be having it at the West Ham match or cutting around the different grounds. Big T says they're having it for Harry Maguire. I mean, maybe, man. Maybe that's what we're having it for. Let me just shoot this up. Give me 1 second. This is always the thing, like whenever we have to resort to the non-conventional ways of watching the matches, it's always goes down this way. Let me just double check. Let me do this and we'll get the timer ready and primed, ready to go. Here we go. Scripts, and we will start the timer. There we go, guys. So that is us off and running on the stream. Getting ready, of course, for this one. Hopefully going to be a big performance from United today. I think we really need it, guys. Drop a like on the video if you guys are joining in as well. Get your score predictions in. 14 votes. 71% going for the United win in this match. Not 100% sure what the actual minutes silence is for. Maybe it is for Harry Maguire, as Big T is suggesting, of course. Let me just do that. And this. I'm trying to get it up on the old iPad as well here, because bigger screen, obviously. 1 second, guys. Right. There we go. I think all's good now. Yeah, look, that looks to be us up and running in this one. What is going on? I'm trying to get the match up here, guys. It's always like this, I swear. Things are never easy when we're trying to get the watch-alongs done. I don't know what it is about it, man. Yeah, that's us up and running, thankfully. There we go. So get those thoughts in down below. Manchester United, of course, underway in this one. Let me just do this. And that. Yeah, I'm trying to get my picture up as well, guys, because I don't want to sit and talk about a match that I can't literally see as well. Don't want to be doing that. Look, guys, what are your guys' thoughts for this one? Let me know the thoughts down below. Minutes silent, of course, in this one. Mason Mount and Hojlund in the crowd. Yeah, technical issues. Gotta love it. The world of live broadcasts. I'll try to get it up on my phone as well here, actually. Just give me 1 second, guys. The joys. There we go. I think that's us. Yeah, look, we got Daz in there. Rashford being greedy. Not too surprised with that. Let's see some better play in this one. Let's see United genuinely have a good match. I think we need it. I really, really do. Why is this not working? The joys of this one. as well. Let me just quickly do that there as well. Yep, there we go. I think we're good now. I think we're good. What's the thoughts on this one, guys? We've got 16 votes in the poll, 75% going for the United win. Loving the confidence. I hope that the majority are right in this one. United playing a diamond. Casemiro with the base, of course. We've got McTominay and Eriksen through the middle. And Big T saying a yellow card for Lamptey. Haven't quite... Yeah, there we go. Just seen that there one as well. But a lot of intensity out of United so far. Looks like we're coming out with a point to prove. Gotta be thinking Erik ten Hag has told them, got to be at this, got to get up and ready for this one. Because, look, honestly, the matches recently, Manchester United have done this week after week. It's poor starts to matches, both in first half, in the second half. It's not what Manchester United need, because we're going to find ourselves out of matches too early doors, and that's not what we want to be doing. Like, the starts to matches have been so poor. And I think it's a common thing under Erik ten Hag's management as well. Got to be something we improve upon. What is going on here? Let me just do this. Just give me 1 second, guys. I was watching it there, and now it's just cut out again. No, me. The absolute joys. Big Daz is saying we're slow as well, man. Look, it's one of these things. It's a common thing United have had for a long time. It's starting matches slow. It's not playing well from the get-go, and we find ourselves cold-footed so often in these performances, in these matches. And realistically, it's been a long time since United have been starting matches well. And I think when we look at other top teams, we look at the likes of Liverpool, we look at the likes of Arsenal and City, they start matches well. If you can start well, score a goal in the first, like 20 minutes or so, then like you're really up and running, and that's just going to help you out more than starting on the back foot, because other teams are going to know if we come at these guys, we run at them, we put them under pressure early doors, they're going to give. They are going to give, absolutely. What have we got? Reguilon seems to be doing okay in this one as well. Big T in there with the Rashford being greedy, trying to find the shot. Look, I think Rashford's decision making needs to be improved upon. I think he's at that stage in his career, 25 now. He should be making the right decisions more often. And look, the guy knows where the back of the net is. He obviously does back himself on confidence. But my problem is Rashford. It's always been picking the right pass, picking when to shoot, picking when to go for goal. I still don't think it's there. I really don't. I think he's got to improve on it. I think that's what's holding him back in terms of being regarded as a top talent and a top player. Because, look, we know the ability's there. We know the talent's there, but he just needs to get it out of himself on a more regular basis. That's something he struggled with for a very, very long time, and something that United are feeling the effects of to this day as well. 18 votes on the poll as well, guys. Big ups for everybody voting on that one. 76% going for the United win, 11% for the draw, and 13% going for the loss at this moment in time. I'm sure it'll change. It always does as well, because what happens is we always get guys joining in late. There's been a goal or something, and then all of a sudden everybody's votes start to change as well. So that's what we always find happening on the old live streams. But yeah, struggling really to get some sort of a stream up here as well. Gaming Legends in there. Do you have a link to watch the match? Yeah, I got it up here as well, man. I'm watching it on a Twitter feed at the minute. Not exactly the most complicated thing, but it's working. It's working. So can't complain too much about that. Rashford needs to watch how Neto. Yeah, look, Neto had a really good performance against Liverpool. I saw bits of it, like he was running at Joe Gomez. That's what we want to see. We know Rashford's got the pace. We know he can run. We know he can dribble. I think he's got to tip more often. He very much wants to be a kind of decisive player in the final third. Wants to be a decisive player in and around the penalty box. Yellow card for Lamptey as well. In this one, for anyone who missed, Rashford does need a watch as well. Says Big T. And Dad says he's on a fire stick. Yeah, man, I'm trying to load it up here on my own. It's just not playing ball with me at the minute, but I'm sure I'll get it up. Give me like 1 second, maybe. This is the joys of 3 o'clock kickoffs, guys, honestly, because you pay money to get Sky, you pay money to get TNT Sports now, and then you still can't even watch all the matches because there's a ban on it, for want of a better word. because they wanted you to go support local teams. But a lot of us watch from abroad. A lot of us watch from far away. And I mean, I'm based in Ireland here, so I honestly, the issue why I shouldn't be able to watch it, but it is what it is. It is what it is. 74% as well going for the United win. Big ups, guys. Drop a like on the video if you guys haven't already. Let me try this. There we go. There we go. We got a picture now. We got a stream. We got a link. That is what we need. There we go. So Brighton with the ball there as well. Jason Steele, very good goalkeeper, by the way, as well. I've been impressed with him at Brighton since he's come in. A lot better than Sanchez, in my opinion. 20 votes in the poll, 70% going for the United win in this one. We got Brighton coming up the left side now. I think the left's going to be an interesting one in this match, because what we're going to find is Mitoma running at Dalot might cause issues in this one. Nice turn there in the midfield, I believe, from Christian Eriksen. United away. It's very much a diamond. We got Rashford running in behind as well. Not too bad so far from Manchester United. And I believe picture has froze. Delightful. That's that's just typical, guys, honestly. For that one, let me try. Maybe we'll try it from my laptop. Do we dare? Yeah, we dare. Had a good connection up there. Don't know what's going on there. But yeah, look, it's 10 minutes played, pretty much. It's still 0-0. It's not been a great start to the match for United. I think some Rashford decision making, if it was better, you know, we really would be in a better position in this one. But we gotta hope that we're gonna pick the right passes, make the right calls at some point in this one. I think it's got to be a given that decision making in the final third improves, because we got a finisher now. We got Hojlund in there. We know he can score. Are we lagging as well, guys? I think we might be. Let me know if I'm lagging. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe I need to refresh. Am I still lagging? Don't know what is going on with that there one. Hopefully all is good. I might have to drop off this if it's not going to work, because we're quickly finding it. I think. Let me try that on this. Are we still lagging? Yeah, but so fresh has a tiny bit of lag. I don't know what's going on there. I hope it will fix itself. I'm trying to refresh. My internet seems to be really slow. I think that might be the issue here as well. With that one, let me just quickly do a couple of things here just to double check. I'll try refresh it. It looks to be connection issues. I think that might be the issue here with this one. It's kind of weird because not really affecting like my phone or anything. But it seems to be affecting the laptop. I think it's still not really loading. Hold on, guys, just 1 second. Might need to. What is going on? Yeah, I think we might be back. Let me know if we're back, guys. I had to restart it. Not ideal. We back? There we go. Are we back? Let me just double check here. Don't know what happened there. I think it was like connection stuff. Yeah, I'm back. Back. Yeah, we're back. There we go. We're back in action. Looks to be not live and back in sound. Happy days. Thank you guys very much for bearing with me there. Yeah, I think it's genuinely just having connection problems. They're meant to put like new BT stuff in this week, and it just did not work out either. It's been nothing but slow and laggy for me, so that's not ideal. I'm sure that's really, really useless internet stuff as well. My time has reset. I don't know if I'm going to be able to change the time to update as well. I think that might be an issue. So it might just have to be behind, or maybe I'll just take it off because I feel like it'll be confusing for anyone joining in. Let me just do that. I'll quickly just exit off that. Yeah, gonna have to just leave the timer. Yeah, timer's off. It's not gonna work in this one, but it's all right. It's all good. It's all good. We're back. We're back to react and get the match on. Thankfully, I've managed to get the match up in front of me as well, so that's gonna help, no doubt. But I'm just gonna take the time off. Hopefully, we don't have the lag again. Hopefully, all is good in that respect. But yeah, look, not too bad of a start from Manchester United. Very lively. Eriksen with some good play. Hojlund, a little bit unlucky not to get in the end of something, have to say, but hopefully it's going to be a better performance from United today. I'm just going to take the time off as well, just for anyone joining in, because I had to stop it and restart. It's just kind of like it's not going to catch back up again. So people joining in. Liman's in the comments. Good to see you, Liman. Hope all is good. But yeah, look, it's not been a bad start from Manchester United so far. Pretty fierce. Both teams going at it. Both teams looking quite good in this one so far. Big T, we go through the trials and tribulations. Absolutely, man. We're back at it. We're gonna stick in there. Gotta be done. Has to be done. But yeah, look, it's not too bad so far from Manchester United. I will say that there. Not too bad at all. Any more thoughts, guys? Make sure to get them in down below. Keep voting on the poll as well. We got 73% going for the win, 14% for the draw, and 14% going to go for the loss in this one. Let's hope that the majority are right, because I think United need this. I think we need a win. I think desperately we need to win this match. Got to be done. In this one, really, really important that we managed to pick up the 3 points. Look, it's not been too bad so far from Manchester United. We can see Brighton with the ball here as well. Matoma, ball is out for a throw in. But yeah, look, it's 17 minutes gone. It's not too bad so far. De Zerbi down there on the touchline for Brighton, barking out the orders. Unfortunately, watching on an American Fire Stick here, so an American stream, so they're going to just reduce it to run their little adverts, but it is what it is. Jason Steele with the ball now for Brighton. But yeah, look, 20 minutes gone nearly. It's not been too bad, but we'd like to see some more opportunities, like to see some more goal scoring chances for Manchester United. That's what it's all about. Anyone who has just joined us, welcome to the stream. Thankfully, we've got everything up and running. Hopefully, we're not going to lag out again, because that wasn't fun. That's not what we want. So thanks for bearing with us as well, guys. And yeah, look, Brighton playing through the thirds. I think that's something Brighton do a lot better than us. It's getting the ball from defense right into the attack. I feel like our midfield, the ball kind of gets lost in there sometimes. I think we need to improve in that area for sure. Hopefully Sofyan Amrabat, when he is fit, available and ready, will be the guy who can help us with that. But this diamond shape is kind of interesting. We need a lot coming from the fullbacks. I think that's why we've gone with Dalot and Reguilon in this one as well. Of course, Wan-Bissaka's illness hasn't helped, but it's kind of what's needed. Hopefully we can get some crosses in. Hojlund looking dangerous as well, dropping in, making some good touches. That ball's going to go out as well. Reguilon's not 10 foot tall, not going to keep that one in. But not a bad 20 minutes from the midfield. It's been intense. Big T would love to have, would I have De Zerbi as the next manager? Look, I think what's important, and look, I've said this for a while, guys, is there's no guarantee Ten Hag works out. No guarantee any manager works out. I think, obviously, Glazers are going to affect that. I think the way the clubs run, because we've got a lot of good managers with Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho, Erik ten Hag now. We've had good managers. I think what our issue is the guys at the top are as much to blame, really, as the guys making the calls on the pitch as well. I think it's a constant theme. You know, we've changed manager. Brighton have just scored, according to So Fresh. My stream hasn't caught up with that. I would well believe it if true. And Danny Welbeck with the goal, according to So Fresh. Let me just double check this. Probably, I'm not gonna jinx it. Yeah, had to be Welbeck. Had to be Danny Welbeck. Of course, it was gonna happen. Good 20 minutes. And yeah, I'm guessing this is the goal here. Cross coming in. Yep, it's just dropped as well. It's poor defending down the left-hand side. It's not been It's not been well defended at all. That really, really poor from Manchester United, and that's not what we want to see either. Let me just update the old scorecard. Let's hope Manchester United can get back into this one because we need a win. Look, we've gone behind. Look, we got to improve here. Big T told us about Welbeck as well. Look, Danny Welbeck, the guy loves playing against United. He always has. I remember the first time he came to Old Trafford, scored against us for Arsenal. What can we do, really? Look, the ball came down the right-hand side. I think it's Tariq Lamptey with the assist. It's poor defending there from Reguilon to get sucked out. I think that's kind of where the issue initially came from. Ball came in. Martinez can't get across. Lindelof should have cleared it, but Danny Welbeck is there to pounce completely unmarked, completely unprotected, and 1-0 to Brighton. Ball in from Lamptey. I think Lindelof's got to be getting there. I do, but look, he's completely unmarked. I think you need to have a defensive midfielder dropping in there. It's going to happen from time to time. You're going to have your fullbacks pulled out of position. Somebody's got to be dropping in there to pick up the man, because Welbeck, completely unmarked on the penalty spot, was always going to hit the target. And it's 1-0 to Brighton. It's not been a great start from Manchester United in that point of view. A lot more to come. Hopefully we can get back into this. Don't think we've actually played too badly in this one, but that was a poor goal to give away. Eriksen now with the ball into Bruno Fernandes. Bruno, under pressure, manages to hold on to it. Ball out now to Rashford. And hopefully we can just settle things down. Reguilon positioning caused Martinez to go out and leave Lindelof alone. Yeah, absolutely, Big T. Look, he got sucked out, man. And that's the problem there. He got sucked into a tackle. Then we had Lamptey making the run in behind, completely unopposed. Martinez had to go out to try to stop the cross. Couldn't stop the cross. Lindelof should have been doing better in there. Should have got to the first ball, but we needed somebody else dropping in. That's where you need a Casemiro or a McTominay. That's where they have to be dropping in to try put the pressure in there as well. So poor goal to concede. It's kind of a structural goal for Brighton. That's what they're set up to do, because it was well worked, but it was disappointing. But look, a good point is Rashford has let us down out of possession non-stop since the start of the match. Only a matter of time before they exploded down that side. Liman saying Rashford a curse for the club. Yeah, look, he needs to work harder out of possession. He really does. If he's going to play out wide, he's going to have to work out and do some more backtracking. It's all well and good saying we want to be up there to get in behind if the opportunity comes, but you got to be there putting in the defensive work as well. That's what we needed in that one. Corner to United here as well. Taken shortly by Bruno Fernandes, back to Rashford, to Bruno now, back into the box and headed away by Brighton. Feels like a team of second best at times. Yeah, absolutely, man. You're right. Look, we're second best to a lot of balls. Second best to challenges, to 50-50s, to crosses coming into the box. It's all very, very slowly. But yeah, look, far too many. We're conceding goals. It's not been good. The defense is very solid last year, but we need to be better. We really do. Reguilon let himself down with that one, absolutely. But Big T, need to move Rashford on. He's consistently making poor or wrong decisions. I think the argument's becoming bigger and bigger for that. You know, there is other left-sided players out there, there's other players coming through. We're going to find out what happens. I think if he has another performance like he did during Ollie's last season, then I think you've definitely got a call to try and move the guy on, because he's got value, but the work isn't there. There's no pressing whatsoever from Rashford, no work rate out of the ball. Shout out to Ollie Palmer scoring for Wrexham, says so fresh. Yeah, Brighton on the ball here as well. Good ball into the defensive zone as well. Then we got Martinez coming out to close it down. Reguilon is a questionable positioning for that first goal. Questionable decision for him to come bursting out like that. Hojlund is now chasing down the Brighton team. Hojlund is doing what Rashford should be doing. That pressing, that running, that's what we need to see from both players. We're not getting it from Rashford whatsoever. 22 votes in the poll as well. 73% of you guys went for the win in this one. United, we desperately need to get back into this one. Need to get a goal, hopefully before half time. Start playing some good passes together. Hopefully we can make something happen. Rashford can run and counter-attack, no doubt, but that's not what Ten Hag's wanting to do. Absolutely not. You're correct with that one. Yeah, he can run. He's quick, but He's quick enough to get up the pitch if he does backtrack to do some defensive work. That's what he's got to be doing as well. Danny Welbeck does love playing against United, though. We have Dalot now going forward up against the Brighton fullback as well. Beats the man. Good ball across the box. Shot comes in and blocked as well. That was an opportunity for Manchester United. Rashford with his shot blocked there. Really good work from Dalot down that right-hand side. Went past Matoma very, very easily. Good ball into the box. Rashford, it was blocked by the first man. But that's a lot better. That was a lot better. But yeah, look, we shouldn't be letting Danny Welbeck into the box unmarked, having shots off. That's not good defensive work. That was poor from the midfield, poor from the defence to allow that to happen. I think if Reguilon held the position, probably don't concede there. But the cutbacks, they're effective, they work, and that's why. That is why. So ball is forward by Dalot. Play forward into Rashford. Rashford now with a touch inside. Takes a pass to Brighton players. Tries to get the shot off. It's blocked as well. Do I remember why we let Welbeck go? We let Welbeck go during the Louis van Gaal days. Van Gaal went really short-sighted with the striking options. I'm sure you guys remember. We had Van Persie, we had Rooney, and we had Falcao, and then we let Welbeck go. Look, he was injury-prone, but I mean, he's still a good striker, and still probably could have offered us something at the time. Because the guys we had up front, Rooney, Van Persie, Falcao, no pace, no real running power with those guys. But in one summer, we got rid of Hernandez. I believe we got rid of Danny Welbeck as well. Good opportunity here for United. Poor cut back by Christian Eriksen. Should be doing better than that as well. Now we've got Brighton kind of on the counter-attack here as well. Reguilon goes out, does quite well to push the ball back. That's kind of what we need to be seeing, but it's not been a great start to the match from Manchester United. Finding ourselves back behind. I think we got a big 20 minutes here left in this first half. Got to up those levels, up the performance levels. That's what we got to be doing. And let's take it from there. But I think we got to be better as well. We really, really do. What is going on now? So Brighton just with the ball here, playing it around. They're an annoying team to play against because they do take a lot of risks in possession. You need to press them. I think that's the thing. So our pressing structure sometimes can be questionable to get the ball back, but they always manage to play in behind. We've seen that with Reguilon. He stepped up to try put the pressure on the ball, but he got played in behind. That wasn't really, really good defending there from Sergio Reguilon. It is, of course, his home debut. Wouldn't be what he wanted to see. But look, I mean, I'm sure you guys, if you guys are watching this as well, I think the difference between Hojlund and Rashford in terms of work rate is so obvious. It is so clear. Hojlund is chasing down every ball, even if it's a lost cause. Rashford's kind of just gently jogging around the pitch, not tracking back. He's got the pace. He's got the pace to burn. He can run in behind. He doesn't need to be constantly on the halfway line when we're trying to defend. We need more bodies back there. We're finding ourselves very isolated in those areas. I think Christian Eriksen on the left side, it's not really working out either. We're not going to get the backtracking and the hard yards out of Christian Eriksen either. So I think we got to be looking maybe at a tactical switch at halftime. I don't know. I just think, yeah, look, the diamond was maybe the right call to make in this one, but I just don't know about the personnel and the performances so far from those guys. I think there's a lot more to come in this match, a lot of time left, but man, we got to be better as well. We really, really do have to be picking up the levels. Hopefully we can do that in the last 20 minutes or so here and then into the second half. But once again, United still looking second best in this one. Onana now with the ball, pushing the team up the pitch. We want to see some good passing out of the back. Hopefully we can bypass the Brighton press here. Onana going long this time. Ball headed away. Rashford didn't really challenge for that one either. And yeah, look, Brighton going to play out, very comfortable playing out from the back as well. You have to try press them. I think that's the annoying thing. You can't let them build out unopposed, but they're just going to play through you, man. Eriksen looks under par since last season. Might be soon. Yeah, look, I think Eriksen's really becoming a backup player. There is faults in his game. I think the lack of athleticism doesn't help. I think the lack of work rate maybe isn't beneficial to what we're trying to do as a club here. maybe we need to be looking long term at moving Eriksen on or replacing him, really. I think Mount probably was going to be that guy. Obviously, hasn't worked out for Mount either yet, with injuries, with his form as well. I think there's a lot more to come from both those players. Brighton with the offside here as well. Going to be a free kick to Manchester United. Chance to play out. I think we struggle in the build-up as well, playing out without Luke Shaw. Doesn't look as slick, doesn't look as good as what it probably should do. But we want to see a lot more from United in this second half. I think big halftime talk coming up from Erik ten Hag. We've got Richard Arnold in the box as well in the stadium. Ball is given away. Almost. Nope, Brighton have given it away. And the ball is hopefully going to go out for a throw in here to United. Thought he's going to keep that in. No, he actually has as well. Hojlund with the pressure. But Brighton looking good. Good half here from Brighton. They'll be very happy with their performance in this one. Don't think United can be too pleased with what we've done so far. We started quite well, but Brighton have definitely grown into this. Casemiro now with the ball. Has been fouled there, surely. Nope, actually hasn't been, according to the referee. And Brighton are counter-attacking here. That definitely looked like a foul on Casemiro. Mitoma cutting inside now. Reguilon with the tackle. Decent tackle there. And United hopefully going to get the ball here. Bruno Fernandes tries to poke it through to Rashford and cut out as well by Joel Veltman. Not a bad idea there from Bruno, just a little bit off in the execution. Brighton did well to defend that. We could have been in behind if not, but United still with the ball here. Casemiro plays it forward, loses possession high up the pitch. Not quite what we wanted to see there as well. Reguilon pressing, trying to close down the difference. I think the system hasn't quite clicked. I'm not quite sure if the diamond going to be the one here. I get trying to pack out the midfield, but we're looking exposed out wide. I think that's a concern there. I think if you're going to play a diamond, you need really athletic players either side. McTominay can get up and down, we know he can, but I don't think we're going to get that from Christian Eriksen in this match. I don't think he's got the legs for it. Probably would have been a good match to have like a Fred in there, maybe. A Mason Mount. Good shot there from Brighton as well from Danny Welbeck, just over the bar. And still 1-0. 32 minutes played in this one. Brighton looking dangerous. They look happy enough to try counter-attack on us as well. And I think we've got to be watching out for them. Mitoma on the break, going to be dangerous up against Dalot. Would be interesting. What subs would you guys make at halftime? Let me know down below your thoughts on that one. Well, we got 24 votes on the poll as well. 17% going for the loss now. 71% still thinking for the win. And 12% going for the draw. Was a decent attempt there by Welbeck, but United managed to get away with it. Ball over the bar. And now we play out Onana going to Martinez. So, I think we got to be picking up these levels in the last 10-15 minutes of this half, and then moving into, of course, the second half as well. Got to be playing better, got to be working harder at this one. Not been a great match as well. Got to be working harder than this one. Any more thoughts, guys? Make sure to get them in down below. Let me just reload my feed for the match as well. I want to make sure, obviously, we're keeping things live. Yep, there we go. All is good. Any subs you guys would make at halftime, let me know. Big T's looking Rashford off as well. I mean, yeah, maybe we could see that. Maybe we see Rashford off, Garnacho on. Maybe that's the natural move to make if you're Manchester United, if you're Erik ten Hag. Maybe that's what we've got to go for. I don't think he's offering much. You know, I get the fact that out of all the players, maybe he is the one most likely just to pop up with a goal out of nowhere. But I don't know, like, it's a question. And it comes down to at what point does his goals not outweigh the performances? At what point does playing badly and not offering much going forward, at what point does that supersede Marcus Rashford's contributions in terms of goals and assists? You know, that's what we're going to be asking about as well. Rashford's shot there is well deflected, hits the angle off the post as well. Very close there. Just when we were talking about him, saying that he hasn't been offering too much. Look, that's kind of what Rashford does. You know, it's very much a case that his performances might be lacking, but he'll just come out with something like that. A good move, a good shot, but I don't know. It's like, would we benefit more from having someone who offers more to the overall game? Maybe we do. Maybe that's what we've got to be asking ourselves. in this one. And moving forward, really moving forward. Look, I don't think there's an option at the club really who we put in instead of Rashford in this moment in time. Don't think Garnacho's ready for the starts. But I do think that there's better to come. I'm so fresh says City are losing to West Ham. West Ham in decent form this season as well. It was a pretty good transfer window for them. Despite losing Declan Rice, they managed to hold on to Paqueta, and they are doing good. But Ward-Prowse, yeah, James Ward-Prowse been a brilliant signing for West Ham, and I've seen a lot of people saying maybe United should have looked at Ward-Prowse. I think he's a good player for West Ham. He's probably not what we wanted for the style of play, but he definitely is a good player. And West Ham, they're benefiting, and they really are, from having James Ward-Prowse. But look, it's still Manchester United 0, Brighton 1 for anyone just joining us. More people going for the loss in the recent votes as well. I was confident before full time as well, saying that maybe 2-1. We can still get that as well. I always thought Brighton would score in this one. I always thought they would pick up a goal in this match. Let's just hope Manchester United can fire back. I think out of all the forwards, Rashford has had the best moments. I think Hojlund is working hard without too much in terms of service, but I think again we're seeing the issues we have, and that is not being able to hold the ball high up the pitch. And I said this during pre-season, when United hold the ball in and around the penalty box, we make opportunities. We got Bruno in there, we got Eriksen. They can and will make opportunities for Manchester United. I think that's what we've got to be seeing more of. Sustained pressure in and around the penalty box. I think that's going to give us more joy in these matches, for sure. And I think we got to see more of it. Try. They just lose signal as well there, so apologies for that one. I think it's probably just an issue of my stream and also my internet connection, which hasn't been great today as well. As you guys know, we did actually crash earlier, but we're back. We are live. We are running. Let me double check a couple of things here. There we go. So still 25 votes as well. Big ups to everyone dropping likes on the video as well. If you guys haven't dropped a like, please consider hitting that one. And if you guys are new as well, please consider hitting the sub button. We're getting close to 2,000 as well. But United, that goal for Brighton, it's kind of killed a lot of the momentum we've had. United struggling in this one. We're not doing as well as we would have hoped. I think we got to be asking questions. A lot of people going for Casemiro online. I think we're kind of seeing some of the limitations in his game that we have known were there, but I think it's been exposed now that he's playing as kind of a lone defensive midfielder. I think I don't know about the legs in Casemiro anymore. I think there are questions over that. I think there's more questions probably to ask about Casemiro's suitability on the ball. I think he can be better. There we go. We have the match back up and running, so all is good on that regards. Let me just quickly do this. There we go. All is good. Around 40 minutes played. Brighton with the ball as well here, playing out from the back, kind of toying with United. I do feel like that goal's came at a bad time. I feel like it's kind of knocked United back. It's kind of knocked us off our feet a little bit. Got to pick up these levels. Really, really got to be picking them up. Got to be doing better, in my opinion, in the second half. Going to be a big halftime team talk. It'll probably be 20 minutes to halftime, knowing the way the added time works in the Premier League nowadays, but there's going to be time. There we go. I'm so fresh in there with a yes. I think we've scored. Haven't quite seen it myself. Hojlund with the goal for Manchester United. Goal for Rasmus. Goal for Manchester United. A first goal for Rasmus Hojlund at Old Trafford in his first start. Just seen the goal. Good finish there from Hojlund. Yeah, let me just double check. Is it there? Yep, 1-1, and it is Hojlund with the goal. Really good finish from Rasmus Hojlund. Absolutely delighted for him. And we'll update that old scorecard. I went 2-1 at the start of the match. I said Hojlund was going to score. Let's find out what's going to happen. Let's hope I can be right. And Yeah, good goal there. Big T with the Varane is likey, Casemiro likey, Ericsson likey. We need a big transfer window next summer. Thank you very much, man. Because I've caught hate before that in the past. I know guys like Hojlund, sorry, Casemiro. I know guys like Varane, but these guys have a natural expiry time, and at a certain point, you can't rely on the old players to keep on doing the bits. We've seen this for Manchester United before. Whenever we had that big drop off under David Moyes, we've seen that. You know, we had the likes of Ferdinand and Vidic and Patrice Evra, Ryan Giggs all go at the one time. A lot of the levels dropped in that one for Manchester United back then. So 1-1 in this one. Good to see Rasmus Hojlund with the first goal for Manchester United. Hopefully we can pull it back and get another goal as well. That's good time to score right before half time. Very, very happy with Rasmus Hojlund in this one as well. Can just see my thing has updated. Happy days for that one. Good goal from Hojlund. I'm very, very happy with him. Very happy for him on his home debut. Rasmus Hojlund with a goal. You can see how much it meant to him as well. Real strikers finish. That's what we want to see. Assist from Rashford in this one. And that's what it's all about. Rasmus Hojlund with the goal. Poacher's goal. Let me just see. Ball is out. VAR has allowed the goal, have they? I don't know, guys. My stream's really, really far behind here. Goal ruled out. The VAR having a look. Yep, it's been ruled out. Oh, guys. Oh, dear. I got so excited and so happy for that. And all for nothing. This is what happens whenever we don't have like Sky Sports and stuff to have the live feed, because I sit and get excited and happy, and this is where it gets us. So let me just quickly unupdate that as well. Unfortunate. Rashford overdid it, says Luman. Yeah, I think the ball did go out, unfortunately. It is what it is, guys, as well. Let me just quickly update that stuff. But yeah, look, it was good play from United. Hopefully we can do that again. It's so frustrating that Hojlund's first goal has been disallowed. But the ball did apparently go over as well. Absolutely no luck for Manchester United. Goal ruled out as well. That's the talking point. The ball did go out, in fairness. I think that's probably a fair thing to say. It was frustrating, but no goal for Manchester United. Unlucky as well. It was a good run by Rashford. It was a great finish by Hojlund, but goal doesn't stand, guys. Goal does not stand. And yeah, look, it was quite clearly out of play. The whole ball did go over the whole of the line. It's a matter of inches. It's a matter of millimeters, but it's one of those ones. A millisecond late with the pass, unfortunately, but it did look to be fully over the line. So Fresh is crying himself to sleep. Yeah, absolutely. But look, if the luck was not there, sometimes your luck isn't there. And in the last two matches for United, a matter of millimeters have cost us 2 goals. And that's the frustrating thing as well. Look, the ball did look to go fully over the line. It is one of those ones. It's quite similar. I'm sure you guys remember World Cup. We've seen, I think it was like South Korea against Germany. The ball, or Japan against Germany, sorry. The ball literally millimeters from not going over as well. But when the luck isn't in, the luck isn't in either. You can see some people appealing it as well. Some people not exactly happy. I will get the screenshot up as well. Let me just quickly grab that there one. I'll try see if I can put it in the chat. I'm not 100% sure if it lets me put photos in there, but when the luck isn't in, the luck is not in. VAR once again ruling against United. And look, we're told online that United get all the decisions. I just don't think we do. They're like, Rashford did kind of overdo it as well. It's unfortunate. It's one of those ones, but it shows that we can get the goals, we can score and make opportunities. Let's see if we can do it more often. Let's see if we can get another one and try our best here, because look, 1-1 would have been a nice score to bring into half time. There's probably going to be about 10 minutes left in this one as well. Apologies as well, guys. I have to say the stream has been quite messy today, just for one thing or another, but we're gonna push on. The midweek stream will be a lot better as well, because we'll have a genuine regular and reliable stream to watch as well. Of course, coming in from TNT for Bayern Munich. Looking forward to that one. Some people saying the ball doesn't look fully out because the way the verticals work. It's unfortunate. Like it's one of those ones. But it is the second time in 2 matches that VAR has cost us a goal, and it's been a long running thing, guys. But there's not too much we can do about it. It's annoying. We have to go again. Can't rely on VAR. Clearly, we got to win these matches by ourselves. We got to pick up the heads, keep going as well, and keep going. That's what we got to get doing in this one. Let me just quickly see if I can reload my feed, because I've lost pictures. There we go. We are back. And yeah, ball is with Brighton now, playing the ball out of the box. It's one of those ones that looks like one angle. Yeah, look, it's one of those. It's I'm sure you remember as well, Big T Man. It was a match I think we won against West Ham. And I think it was Dean Henderson in goal for United. We kind of cleared the ball up the pitch, and it looked like it went out from one angle. From the other angle, it didn't look out either. I think that's an impossible call to make. Whether VAR should have made that call in the first place, it's a good question, because there's not the actual technology to scan across the line, to go from vertically or go right across it. It's not like goal line technology. It's kind of going from a camera angle that can be fairly arbitrary depending on the stadium as well. Yeah, more pop shots from Rashford, absolutely. It's frustrating as well. Rashford's decision-making seems to be questionable. So Fresh is saying penalty. I mean, man, I don't know. Because the way Manchester United season's going, we've got a clear penalty denied against Tottenham Hotspur. I wouldn't be surprised if a stone wall has been denied. Like, I feel like you could just punch a United defender in the box and it wouldn't go in, and it wouldn't be given. Some people calling for a penalty. I'm not quite seeing it myself. Unfortunately, relying on where are you even from? Footyval. So it's one of those ones that, like, I'm a minute or two behind. Big T, you think unless all angles show it out, it shouldn't be ruled out? No, absolutely. And look, it's meant to go for a clear and obvious error. I don't think you can call it clear and obvious when we don't have definitive proof. I think once again, VAR getting involved where maybe it shouldn't have, unless you have a dedicated like a goal line technology, but you have that across the entire pitch. I think you've got to be asking questions. And the different stadiums have different camera angles that they will be using. Not every stadium's the same shape. You know, we have, of course, we have the Emirates and stuff, more of a bold shape. You will get a rounder view. You got Old Trafford, kind of like a rectangular shape. So it's one of those ones. It's like, what can we really do? I don't think VAR should be stepping in there, because unless they can definitively, with the equipment they have, make a call one way or another, you know, that's got to be the question. That has to be the question. That is half time as well, guys. 1-0 to Brighton. It's frustrating. It's annoying, but this is where we find ourselves as well. But maybe that goal should have stood. I think there's big arguments that it should have stood, because unless you can definitively say, yeah, one way or another, that the ball went out fully, you can't rely on camera angles. It can be warped. It can be distorted. You can see things that maybe aren't there as well. I don't think that ball was fully out. Unless you have a bird's eye camera, it's the only way you can genuinely determine it. And that's got to be the question there. You know, that's the issue. Unless you can definitively say, yeah, that ball is out, then I don't think you can go for it. As Big T's saying, unless all angles show it, unless you have a dedicated camera, that's got to be the question. You know, that has to be the thing. But look, halftime, it's 1-0 to Brighton. It's not been a great performance from Manchester United so far. Unlucky not to be 1-1, because I do think we should be I think we should be at least 1-1 in this match as well. Halftime stats to bring you guys, of course. 8 shots for Manchester United, 3 for Brighton, 1 on target for each team. So hasn't been a thrilling match in that perspective. Brighton with far more possession, 42% for United, 58% for Brighton. In terms of the pass accuracy, Brighton outshooting us. 85% pass accuracy from United, 92% from Brighton. I think that shows in the kind of midfield play and the build-up that we have been seeing in this one. United far more less fouls, 3 fouls to United, 5 to Brighton. Brighton with 2 yellows to United's 1, 2 offsides to United, and 3 quarters to United as well. But that ball, in my opinion, I think that's a really bad call from VAR. I don't think they should be calling it unless they can definitively say, like, that's got to be the issue. And look, people are saying we're cursed online. I think it's just genuinely down to bad refereeing. We see it time and time again in the Premier League, and more often than not, United's actually on the receiving end of it. This whole narrative that we get all the decisions, they're guessing. It's guesswork, and they don't have the technology. They should be going with it. I don't think the entire arch of the ball was over the line, because that's what the rule says. The rule says unless all of the ball is over all of the line, then you got to go with it. I don't think you can call that a clear and obvious decision. That's my opinion. I can see Big T's agreeing with me as well. Liman wants to see Garnacho and Pellistri on. Let's hope we get to see some of them. I think some more pace up front wouldn't be a bad idea. Why we so good in the first 10 to 15 minutes? I think we did well in the first 10, 15. Probably the best we've played all season in that regard, but I think we just got caught cold-footed. I think it was a poor goal to concede, and it was the best. It's probably the best actual half we played all season, and we're still losing. The goal we conceded was poor. I think Reguilon got called out of position. I actually think he's been quite good in this half, but he got pulled out of position, and that's how Brighton got in behind. They got in behind. They got the opportunity, and nobody was picking up Danny Welbeck in the box, and that's how they got the goal. Unfortunate, it's frustrating. I think we should be 1-1, because unless you can definitively say that Manchester United, that Rashford's pass across to Hojlund was out, which they cannot because they don't have the technology for it, then I think you got massive issues. I really do, and I hope that Erik ten Hag questions that at the end of the match, regardless of the score. It will be interesting to see what the transcript is, because as we know, transcript was released when they tried to give something against United. Let's see what happens when a bad call's gone against us, if they actually release a transcript or release the audio, as they have promised that they will be doing. And let's find out what they're going to say. Let's find out how that goes down. Big ups as well, guys. 12 likes on the stream. Can we get up to 15? Luman, don't want another goal controversy after player controversy. We don't want to be bantered with the favourites nonsense. Man, absolutely. And look, I will say this as well, Luman. We're talking about like favouritism. We're talking about United allegedly getting all these decisions. United haven't been getting decisions for a long time. We've had bad decisions go against us. We get one lucky call, and the favoritism nonsense comes up, and it's the agenda run against Andre Onana and United for about a week from the likes of Sky Sports, TalkSport, BT, BBC, ITV. Everybody. It was kind of ridiculous. And now a decision's gone against us for the second time in a week. Well, in 2 matches. And I'm not seeing anyone talk about it. And I doubt we will. I doubt we're going to find any inquests coming in. But frustrating as well. Actually, just saying it as well. Lots of people not happy. I think Rashford's performance is an interesting one, guys, because out of possession, not good enough whatsoever. Not enough tracking back. Not enough work rate from him. I think some of the things he's done in possession have been good, but decision making not there again. And a lot of the decisions are bordering on kind of selfishness. They really are. But let's hope that we can have a better second half. Let's hope we can find ourselves back into this one. We know we can make opportunities. We know we can make the chances, and we can find the back of the net. Let's just hope we can continue that in the second half. Let's hope we can make some opportunities, score a goal or two. And I think that's what we've got to be looking at. I think that's what we've got to be looking at as well. I'm trying to see. Let's just double check the scores on the doors in the other matches. Let me just quickly bring that. I know West Ham are beating Man City, a goal from James Ward-Prowse. We have 0-0 in Tottenham versus Sheffield United, 0-0 in Fulham versus Luton, and Aston Villa 0, Crystal Palace 0. Of course, Newcastle versus Brentford will be the late match today. That'll probably be an interesting match. Brentford been in really good form this season, so will be interesting to see how that one went down. 3-1 win for Liverpool earlier in the day against Wolverhampton. Let's hope that we can see a better half in this one. Let's hope we see a better second half, a better performance from United. I think we need it. I think we can get back into this. I went 2-1 in my predictions before the match. Let's hope that that's how it's going to end up. Let's hope that United can get back into this one, maybe get a goal or two, and hopefully manage to win this one, pick up the 3 points. I don't think performance has been bad. I really don't. But I think that it can get a lot better. I do. But yeah, look, let me know your thoughts at halftime, guys. Let me know who's been good for you guys, who's been struggling, who should be coming on, who should be coming off. I know the man wants to see Garnacho and Pellistri on, some more pace up front. Maybe not a bad idea. I feel like we're doing well in midfield in terms of the actual work rate. I think we might keep it like that, so I would be surprised. Sim is down there. Sick of these players jogging around. Yeah, man, look, I think some of the out of possession stuff hasn't been good enough. I think Rashford especially has been guilty of it, not tracking back, not doing the work, not doing the hard work that he should be doing in this one. But look, I think United's got to be doing better as well. I think, I don't know, guys. I'm still kind of blown away by that call to deny that goal either. It looked like the ball was out. After seeing the photos, we cannot say. And those are the same angles used by VAR. So if we can't say, looking at it after 20 minutes, if the ball was definitively out of play, what can VAR say after 60 seconds? That's a jump. That's a rush decision made without the proper technology. And it's costing Manchester United in this game. It's another time this season. And for all this talk of United getting these big calls, last match against Arsenal, Garnacho literally less than a millimeter offside. Against Tottenham Hotspur, clear handball given. Sorry, not given as well. Simpson thinks it was out. I think if we look at it, man, I think what we need to look back to would be it is not fully conclusive. It might look out from one angle, but from another, it doesn't look fully out. I don't think we can make that call. I think what we need to cast our mind back to was Germany versus Japan in the World Cup. The ball looked out, and then upon reviewing the actual angle, not all of the ball had crossed all of the line. It is far, far closer, and it's not. I think that's the issue here. I don't think we can definitively say very, very fine margins, but very, very much a case that I don't think they can make that call with the technology that they have. And I think that's kind of the issue here. I think this is VAR stepping in again. Drop a like on the video as well, guys. We're up to 12. Can we get up to 15? Would be massively appreciated as well. Big ups, 330 people joining in with us so far on the stream. Thanks so much for all that support as well and for joining in. We're getting the channel back. We're back up and running as well. Back to consistent live streams and uploads. Brighton at Old Trafford playing like Barcelona. Yeah, look, Brighton playing good in this one. Absolutely, Sim, man. I have to say they're playing well. I don't think Sergio Reguilon's had a bad match. I think, especially in terms of what he's done on the ball, I think was probably at fault for the goal conceded. Jumping out of defence wasn't quite the right call to make in that one. Should be clear and obvious, otherwise referees on the pitch are pointless. Absolutely. And that's what VAR is meant to be, for clear and obvious mistakes. I don't think we can call that a clear and obvious mistake when we don't have the bird's eye view needed to deny that one. But look, I don't want to talk about this at the end of the match. I hope that United go out and have a better second half, and that way we can get a goal or two, and then it will just be one of those annoyances. I don't want this to be costing us a point or costing us 3 points, but I don't think all of the ball was out as well. There's an interesting view as well being shown there, and it doesn't look like all the balls crossed. The goal was given. It wasn't clear and obvious, but I think that Hojlund goal should have stood. I think at the time we looked at it, we thought, yeah, maybe that should have been denied, but I think with the different angles, there's an angle of the ball behind as well. Definitely looks interesting, and it looks like not all the ball crossed. But yeah, look, as So Fresh has said, like it comes down, it has to be clear and obvious errors. That's the issue. And I think we can call that clear or obvious. If the on-field decision officials let the goal stand, I don't think VAR can rightfully overrule that based on the evidence that they had. In my opinion, this is why this is Ten Hag's team and they don't give. Yeah, look, I don't look. I actually don't think we played as badly as a lot of people are making out in this one. I think we should be doing better. I think we can win this one. I think we will probably go on and have opportunities to win this one, and I think we should be aiming to win this one. It's look, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. I still think we can get back into this. I think we've seen the goal that United scored. That should have been rightful. That should have been rightful. But let's just hope that we can make some more opportunities. And look, we got Hojlund up front. I think we got the right sort of striker up there to hopefully bag a goal or two. I hope we can get the goal. And if we get one, we might go on to win this one. I think Brighton have been good. Will be interesting when Evan Ferguson inevitably comes on as well, because he will be on doing bits for them as well. But look, I think United's got to be doing better in this half. Let me just quickly load everything up as well. Just so we're ready for the start of the second half as well. There we go. We're running the ads for the Europa League. Looks like we're getting ready for second half to be starting very, very soon. Gonna quickly get the old timer up as well. Any more thoughts, guys? Any subs you guys would like to see at halftime? Let me know down below. I think that's kind of working. Let me just quickly do this here. Sure, you guys can see me working on this one as well. Gonna be an interesting view for you guys. Yeah, let me do that. And then tools, groups. Gonna be an interesting view into some of the behind the scenes stuff that I have to do to get the streams up and running. There we go. Think that's all good. And we will reset the timer and get ready. Any more thoughts, guys? Make sure you get them in down below. 14% going for the loss. Are we seeing how good Moyes can be if we give him time? Says Big T. Yeah, look, I think you're seeing bits of that. I would always say with David Moyes, I don't think the style of football and the way he would play would have been suitable to Manchester United, because we are expected to play good ball. But he's an effective manager. I think he does good at teams like West Ham, like an Everton. I think that's kind of his level. I think the step up to United, I think it came at the wrong time. I think he walked into a bad situation, in my opinion, because he was kind of walking in at a time when there was a lot of experienced players that are coming towards the end of their career, and a lot of them still had expectations of what United were and how we should be playing. I think he was massively let down by Ed Woodward in that first transfer window, because Moyes was promised Toni Kroos and Cesc Fabregas as a midfield too when we needed a new midfield. That's what we should have been having. That's what we needed. JR's down there. Rashford out, Garnacho in. It's an interesting one. It will be interesting to see what happens at halftime. Teams coming out of the tunnel. Looking forward to this. Moyes' style of football is doing better than Ten Hag so far this season. Absolutely. I think the issues are deeper rooted than the manager. I still think the actual work rate of this team, it isn't there, and I think the balance isn't there either. I think some of the signings we've made have been quite poor in terms of what we've actually needed. And again, I don't blame the manager for that, because I think we would have had the likes of De Jong in the team if he could have his way. I don't think we would have signed Weghorst and Sabitzer, the likes of Reguilon or Bayandere, players like this. I feel like those are not what we wanted to see, and not what Ten Hag would have expected. We're going to find out. we're going to find out how it goes. Tim's out onto the pitch as well. Let's hope we can have a better half, because look, there has been good times under Ten Hag. Let's hope this can be a comeback win at Old Trafford for United, because we haven't lost in 31 matches under Erik Ten Hag at home. Let's hope that record can be maintained. Going to load up the old timer here, make sure it's running as well. Let me just get ready for this one. Teams out onto the pitch. We're getting ready to kick off here. Brighton getting ready, and Bruno Fernandes looks to be starting the second half off for Manchester United. Gonna get the old timer going now. There we go. That is that up and running. Harry Maguire there on the bench. No surprise at all about that one. Let's hope we don't have to see Maguire in today's match either. Second half underway. It is 1-1 in the Man City match as well. Big T says, good managers get good tune out of bad instruments. Yeah, I think we did last year. We finished third. Won a trophy with Weghorst up front, who scored 2 goals. With Sabitzer, who was injured all the time. With Martinez and Varane being out. We managed to get 30 goals out of Rashford last season. I think Ten Hag does know what he's doing. I think it comes down to some of the personnel. I think it comes down to other factors. It's been a very difficult start as well. I think one of the big issues we've had genuinely is still burnout, because we had far too small of a squad last year for how many matches we played. And Julian Alvarez with the assist in that City one as well. First goal for Jeremy Doku at West Ham. City back into that match already. I would fancy them to go on and win that one. A lot of chances for City. Haaland missing some big chances in that first half. If he gets more opportunities, he'll probably end up scoring because it's Erling Haaland. But let's hope that Hojlund can get himself another goal in this one. I think that first goal should have stood, but it is what it is as well, in that when United playing the ball out of the half. Good hold-up play there. Casemiro now with the ball forward. Can McTominay keep it in? Probably not. Wasn't a good pass from Casemiro. I think that's one of the issues with Casemiro. I think if he's the way we're trying to transition as a team, we kind of need a ball player in there as well. I'm not quite sure if he's as good. Do I see the right mentality in the players? A good point there, Big T. I think it's always been questionable. I think it has always been questionable. And look, last year we took some hammerings at City, at Brentford, at Anfield, and there definitely does seem to be something in this team that when we go a goal behind, it doesn't work out. Stella's down there, good to see as well. Oshin says he froze for 10 seconds, said 1-1. Yeah, sorry, man. Yeah, that was the goal disallowed. And then I think we were freezing as well. What's up, Stella? Hope all is good as well. Good to have you with us. Yeah, but look, it's United trying to get back into this one. I think there's a lot. I think we've got a lot of gears to go through. Bruno Fernandes now with the ball out to Rashford. Good touch there. Now he's got to be quick here. Stella doesn't trust Ten Hag. Rashford in there. Ball across. Good opportunity. Nobody there for the cutback. That was an opportunity for United to get back into this one. Stella doesn't trust Ten Hag. Look, I trust Ten Hag because after 40 matches, only Pep Guardiola had more points in Premier League history than Erik Ten Hag. I trust the guy. I don't trust these players. That's still going to be my issue with this team. Ball is here with Brighton. Shot goes forward. Onana there as well. Big T. You can see the players go through the motions, but not really living and breathing them. Yeah, man. There does seem to be part of that as well. I think a lot of what we're seeing here, and it's happened a couple of times in this half, we're trying to play out quickly. Onana is trying to play the ball out, but the midfield's just not picking the ball up. I think that there's a little bit of a breakdown in this one. Of course, this team needs to be doing better. There's a lot of levels we can still go through. Eriksen with the ball forward to Hojlund, and I'm froze as well. So I don't know what's happened. Hojlund might have scored. Stella not watching the game, just getting the watch along. Nice one there as well. I'm trying to get this to work as well. Big T, typical Rashford, doesn't pass when someone is there and passes when nobody is there. It's decision making again with Rashford. He should have had that ball across. He finally went for the cutback as well, and nobody was there. If anyone was coming in there, that was a goal. It would have been almost identical to the Brighton goal, the kind of cut back towards the penalty box. So hard to defend against. I think probably one of the midfield players should have been in there. Hojlund went back post. We should have seen Bruno or Ericsson, maybe even McTominay bursting in there to try get on the end of that ball. That's what we needed to see in that position. Now United, around 15 minutes played so far in this one. Ball is to Christian Eriksen. Looking up, not too many options. Has to go back to Lisandro Martinez. He's probably going to give the ball right back to him as well. But yeah, guys, look, it's an issue of decision making. I think needs to be improved in Rashford and on a lot of these players. They do tend to make the wrong decision at the wrong time, and that's almost as bad as not being good enough. Why are most of our goals being disallowed? It's so disappointing. Yeah, look, we've been very, very unlucky, Stella. I will definitely say that. With Hojlund's goal, I think it should have stood, and I'll tell you why it should have stood. Because without the actual technology, without like a goal line technology going across that line, you can't definitively say. Some angles it looks out, some angles it doesn't look out. I think unless it's a clear and obvious error, the VAR can draw a line across and say definitively if it went out or not. Then I think it's got to stand, because you're doing guesswork. That's what it's coming down to in that one. So definitely a lot of poor performance decisions for United. Interesting one there as well. Tarek Lamptey got kind of bodied off the ball there by Diogo Dalot. Big T, lovely turn from Hojlund. I've been impressed with Hojlund, man. I have. I love the work rate. I love the desire. And this is a guy, clearly, who's going to score goals for this team. He will be. Really, really like what he's doing as well so far. Goal in the Palace match as well. They're beating Aston Villa 1-0. For anyone interested in that one. But yeah, look, I think we can see the need for Sofyan Amrabat in this team as well. I think some midfield control will go a long, long way in this one. Good that from Rashford. Hojlund begging for the pass, and Rashford shoots. Yeah, look, I think it might have took a deflection, maybe. No, it didn't even. Just went straight into the side netting. I think Rashford's got to improve that decision making. I think it's so... it's let him down a couple of times in this match, where the pass should have been played, or maybe a better option, taking it early, or not overplaying it. I think that's something he's very, very guilty of a lot of the time for Manchester United. And we want to see better. Better decision making means goals, and goals mean more points and more wins for United. We're a team who do make opportunities, and we've had probably the better opportunities. Stella's saying, is it 2-0? Not saying that at all. But I am going off a stream here, which might be behind. Let me just double check that for you, Stella. Brighton have doubled the lead, multiple goals conceded in 4 successive matches for the first time in 1979. 2-0 to Brighton, unfortunately. Really poor defending as well for Manchester United. Pascal Gross with the goal. It's turning out to be one of those days. I said we wanted the football back to take our minds off the negativity, and here we find ourselves 2-0 down to Brighton. 2-0. Really, really poor defending there from Manchester United. I don't know what's going on with these players, man. I seriously don't. This just has not been good enough so far this season, and looks like 75% of people going for the wins. Probably going to be wrong in this one. I don't see us turning this round. Stella saw from Twitter, yeah, I've just got it here as well. Goal Pascal Gross. Shocking defending. Really, really, really poor defending there for Manchester United. And that's why we find ourselves 2-0 down. It's over. Very, very disappointing. I can't see us coming back in here to this one. And 6 points from 15 is looking like the result. Poor defending there from Lisandro Martinez. And just bad play. Big T, we're in a crisis. Get ready for a relegation battle. I don't know what's going on with this team. I seriously don't. There's clearly some big issue, and something needs to be done with that. It really does. Pascal Gross loves scoring against us, man. 7 goals against us now. And United's got a long, long way back in this one. Poor defending there from Lisandro Martinez. Completely bought the dummy, jumped in, left us completely unprotected, and Pascal Gross finds the bottom corner. It's a good finish. It's a good goal from a good player and a good team. But man, this Manchester United team, what is going on this season? Because there hasn't been a single good performance. There hasn't been a single match where we've looked really good, and I think we're going to find ourselves in a world of trouble. We've seen this before. We've seen it with Liverpool after big seasons with a lot of games being played that they've struggled. James has done their 10. How could bring on Garnacho or Pellistri or maybe Maguire and Evans again. I don't know. I think subs are needed, definitely. The defense has been overly exposed again today. It's been very, very poor from Manchester United. Really, really disappointing. I think the worst thing is that it's generally not even too much of a surprise. Like, I will ask you guys this: who feels surprised that we're 2-0 down? Because I don't think I do. I don't think I feel surprised whatsoever by that. We've been poor all season. I don't know what's going on with this team. I don't know if it's an issue of fitness. I don't know if it's an issue of desire. But we're second to everything. Stefan is down there, sorry, but I would get De Zerbi to replace Ten Hag right now. He has a style of play. I don't think De Zerbi gets anything out of these players either. I think that's the issue. I think everybody wants to jump at the manager when it's the same group of players who have let down Ralf Rangnick, the same group of players who let down Ollie, the same group of players who have let down Jose Mourinho and Louis van Gaal and David Moyes. It is the same players. I don't think you can have 10 years where we continuously blame the manager, replace the manager, and nothing changes. Because I just think there is bigger issues. Mustafa says no relegation, calm down. Team Brighton are one of the best teams in the league. We are not. Yeah, it comes down to that as well. Big T, do yourself a favor. Don't watch Champions League matches. Don't do it to ourselves. I mean, I'm probably going to have to for the channel, but it might be it might be a hard watch against Bayern Munich. United's got a long way back here and a lot of work to do. Brighton are not very good compared to the usual standards. Yeah, you're right as well, Big T. They haven't been good in this match. We've had the opportunities. We haven't took them. Orbs is down there. United should have played counter-attacking style. I think, look, I don't know what the issue is. Like, I can't even reliably say that playing counter-attacking would be a difference in this one. I think what we're finding is, again, it's these players that they seem to have a good season, and then the next season it comes down to being crap again. It's bad decision making. It's lack of work. The team are jogging around the pitch once again, a long, long way back. If we want to get anything out of this match, I think that's one of the big issues here. And yeah, look, Big T, you're right, man. And Brighton are not playing at full capacity here. Brighton genuinely haven't even been that good by their own standards. And yeah, once again, we're getting played off the pitch. Casemiro wins the ball in here. Hojlund now with the ball as well. Big T, not saying we'll get relegated. I'm saying we'll be in a battle around bottom 6 if we carry on playing like this. Absolutely. And what's going to change? That's my question. Ball drops here for Hojlund. Gets the ball off to Rashford, and Rashford into about row Z. I think it might have been deflected. Lucky for him. But man, this performance has been very, very poor. And it's frustrating. This team, again, are letting down another manager. I think that's the issue. It's another manager. And look, if I genuinely think this as well. And look, I'm not just completely trying to stick up for Ten Hag. I think there's things he's got wrong, but I think what part of the issue is this is time and time and time again that these players have just collapsed under a manager, and it's the exact same group of players we saw under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. It's the exact same group of players under Jose Mourinho who collapsed time and time again, and this has just been a really bad start to the season. Gani's down there. I asked you last night if I think Rashford should be starting so much games. Ten Hag plays youth, my foot. Look, I actually don't think Rashford has had a stinker either. Like, he has been involved in the game. We've seen matches from him where he's not even touched the ball. I think it's a lack of options. I don't think we can trust Martial in this one, but I think a lot of things need to be doing better. So Fresh is going to end up being a mid-table team. Brighton has a good economy and they can compete against high levels. De Gea last season was spectacular. Miss him. I don't even think it's a goalkeeping problem, guys. Like, I think watching that goal look is so passive from even McTominay and Martinez buying the dummy, Dalot just letting players run past him. It's something genuinely wrong with these players. That's my assumption on this. And look, this same group of players have let down manager after manager. Does bringing De Zerbi in make Rashford work harder? I don't know. He might drop Rashford, but then who do you play there instead? Like that's the question as well. It's like I genuinely don't know. Big T is saying, Ten Hag is just watching performance after performance like this. When will he act? I guarantee you, after games like this, he says we played well. He might do. I think it's definitely going to be something different behind closed doors. I don't think he's going to go. Seeing the reaction from Sancho and the way he got on against Arsenal, I don't think we're going to go in too heavy. I don't think he's going to go in heavy on the team in public. I would be surprised at that if he does. But it's casual, and we're being outfought time and time again, and it's so frustrating. Hannibal Mesbury coming on, as is Anthony Martial. Got to think maybe Rashford going to be one of the players going off in this one. Let's hope that Hannibal can make a change, but I mean, we're so static out of possession. It's so frustrating to watch. Happiest man today is Sancho. I mean, look, Sancho's probably committed career suicide as well. Forbes is down there. The only people to replace Garnacho, but he doesn't have experience. I mean, yeah, look, that again is an issue with the team and the squad. If a 19-year-old in his second season, he isn't really ready to be starting week in, week out, is the only replacement on the left-hand side, is that a good enough squad? I really doubt it. But look, there's 30 minutes here. There's a lot of football still to be played. If we can come back into this, we'll be doing very well. I'll be surprised if we do personally. But it's not been great. We need De Zerbi at United. I reckon it'll be hard in December. I don't even think De Zerbi changes this. I really don't. I think you could have Pep Guardiola come in. He's not going to get more out of these players because these players have a limit of how much effort they'll actually put in. These players have a limit of how much running they'll actually do. I don't think you can work with that. Rashford doesn't know where his best position is. He's better off the left, to be fair, but Ansu Fati coming on now for Brighton. I think there's a lot of work needs done on this team, on this club. I still think that we're so far behind other teams off the field, so much to the extent that it feeds on the field as well. Now, Brighton are a team built their entire team with very little money, and they've done it with good scouting. They've done it with good buying because they look at what these players are going to do, and they look at the players properly. I don't know what's going on with United. I seriously don't. There was a report came out the only two players that actually have been scouted by United in recent years, under Erik ten Hag, has been Mason Mount and Rasmus Hojlund. Nobody else has even been scouted by the club. So what are we doing? Wan-Bissaka should start. I don't think Wan-Bissaka makes too much of an odds here either, because I think genuinely you would need like 10 players on the pitch. I feel sorry for Hojlund, only running around to press and limited service. Yep, look, it's been limited service for Hojlund as well. How many performances will make me rethink Ten Hag? Look, I would definitely question Ten Hag after today's performance. Absolutely. I think you can question both. I don't think it's mutually exclusive. I think we can question the manager's selection, his tactics, absolutely. But I think as well, got to be questioning the players as well, because they've got off scot-free with this for a very, very long time. Martial coming on for Hojlund is a disappointing one, because I thought Hojlund was looking dangerous, working hard. I don't know if we're going to get anything out of Anthony Martial bar standing around scowling, rolling his eyes. Boos for Hojlund coming off, ringing around Old Trafford. It's an ugly situation. Hannibal coming on for Casemiro. It's a sign that we're going to go more attacking in this one. But man, I think there's a lot more to come from the manager. I think the players need to have a serious look at themselves as well. Because how many managers is this that players at United have let down? I would genuinely say For the last 10 years, we've seen this. And I don't think it's a mutually exclusive thing to one manager. The same group of players stopped playing for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. The same group of players stopped playing for Jose Mourinho. The same group of players stopped for Louis van Gaal. Obviously, there was issues there, of course, but I think at some point you got to stick with the manager and you got to back him to get rid of these players. We're 2-0 down, brings on Martial. Can't take much more of this. I wouldn't have took Hojlund off. I really wouldn't. Gani says, I believe even with this squad, we should be performing better and we don't need to sign world class every position play better. No, absolutely not. So genuinely, players who would work harder would make such a difference. I mean, look, Hannibal's on now. He's going to make a difference because he's going to put some effort in. He's going to run around. Big T needs some Valium. Fair enough, man. Might be hitting you up as well. Wan-Bissaka should have started and Bruno should be in midfield. Bruno is in midfield. Stella, we're playing a 4-4-2 diamond today. Hasn't really worked out as we would have liked. That's definitely a foul on Hannibal. Should be a yellow card there as well. Do I think it'll end 2-2? I don't know, man. I really don't know, Stella, because it's not been good today. It really hasn't been. And with Hojlund off, do we back Martial to really do much? I don't know if we can. Anyway, free kick for United on the edge of the box. If we lose the home record, we'll be done. Yeah, home record, it's looking very unlikely. They sell Maguire to someone, feel bad for him. Maguire should have left for his own sake, absolutely. But I think that even the fact that Martial's on the pitch right now shows that there's big issues at this club, and it goes beyond the manager. It goes to how we're run as a club fundamentally. That we can manage to spend £1 billion on a squad and be bringing Martial on and Hannibal as the impact subs. That we're starting with loaned players. That we have Christian Eriksen as a starting midfielder. Like I think it's got to be better. Rashford with a shot there, well saved by Jason Steele. Very, very comfortable from the free kick. And that's where we find ourselves, guys. 65 minutes gone. It's not been good for Manchester United. These players once again letting down the fans. I genuinely think you could argue that a lot of this team just are not going to be good enough. That we know that they're talented players, but it has to come down to mentality at some point. That these are a group of quitters. Big T says we bought Hojlund because Martial's not good enough. He subs off Hojlund for Martial. That's how Eric thinks. Can only think it's a fitness issue. I can only think that Hojlund maybe isn't fit enough to play a full 90. What do you have? 30 minutes against Arsenal. He played 20 minutes in 2 matches. For Denmark, maybe it's trying to build him up as well. Yeah, look, you're absolutely right, Stella. It comes down to how teams run as well. Like a team that is, when you have a team that's going to run their socks off, I think that makes such a difference compared to a lazy team. I think that makes such a difference to what sort of performances you're going to get. I would be interested to see the running stats for this season because something tells me we've probably been outworked in every match. I wouldn't be surprised at all about that. Ball is out there poor. I mean, it's just poor from this team. I think Erik ten Hag's gonna have a hard week. I really do. I don't think it's gonna be a pretty week. Coming up against Bayern Munich, I can only see a heavy loss coming there as well. But Hojlund coming off is just ridiculous, man. Should never be coming off as well. Marcus Rashford has attempted 9 shots in this match as well, for anybody wondering and anybody questioning the decision-making process there. Like the video says, Stella, yeah, guys, drop a like as well. We're up to 50 votes. Most people who are joining in are going for the loss. I can see why, because this just hasn't been good at all. Rashford trying to dribble inside now, goes down. United appealing for a penalty. Interesting one there. A lot of players argued about that, but as you know, United cannot buy a decision at the moment. Lindelof does well to cut that ball out. Will be interesting to see if VAR takes a look at that penalty call on Rashford, because that looked interesting. A lot of United players appealing for it. Not seeing too much of a look at it, really. Big T says from front to the back to the middle, we're not good enough. How do you fix that? I don't know, man. I think a lot of people questioned it when Ranić said this team needed open heart surgery. I I think Ranić was right. I do. He said they needed 10 players to come in and start. 10 players. Not even just 10 players into the squad, but 10 players brought in to start in the starting 11. And I don't think we got that. I really don't think we got that. I think Ranić probably told a lot of home truths that people needed to hear. But from the front to the back, to the middle, to the sides, it's not good enough at all. It really, really isn't, guys. Orbs thinks they lack passion. I think, yeah, passion's gonna be one of those. I don't think there's ever an excuse really to be outworked, to be outrun, continuously, every week. It can happen once or twice, and you're like, yeah, it came down to effort, it came down to tiredness and stuff. But it's just not been good enough for Manchester United. Big T saying, everyone subscribe. I deserve a Victoria Cross for having to do watch-alongs in our club. It's frustrating, guys. Yeah, guys, drop a sub as well. I think we're getting really close to 2K. Let me just quickly load this up. Fighting through the technical difficulties, fighting through the lack of certifiable stream, and fighting through connection issues as well. But yeah, like we're hanging in there. I think we're showing more heart on the watch along than the United players are showing on the pitch, and I think that's an issue. There we go. We're back up and running. Can't see anything given for that. Was interesting because a lot of players appealed for a penalty a couple of minutes ago. Haven't seen too much on that one either. Now ball is coming out with Brighton, and look, they just play out well. They just do the fundamentals better than United do. That's across the board, guys. That is across the board. And certainly United need to be doing better. They really, really do. This so frustrating. Really good point there as well. 3-0 to Brighton. I mean, come on, guys. Like, what is going on with this football club? Really, really poor. Goal from Pedro. And yeah, this is where we find ourselves. I was planning a video on this one. After this, I might need to step away from my camera for a bit, because that was another poor goal to concede. It's frustrating. Fans are leaving the stadium. This is gonna be an ugly end to the match. I'm gonna try to keep my cool. I'm not gonna rage. Hopefully, we're gonna stay calm and composed. But yeah, do you know what? Pretty sure I haven't. There's a limit to how many times we can actually curse and stuff on a live stream. But guys, this has been fucking abysmal, from start to finish, from top to bottom. This club is a fucking mess. There we have it, an absolute fucking mess. Yeah, so that is the swear word limit reached for the stream. We're only allowed to go 3 times in a stream, so if there's a fourth, I'm just gonna have to silent react to it. Yeah, Big T, man, I'm thinking about hitting the pub up. I'm thinking about let's see, what is that? 3-0 to Brighton. Where's the rage? Oh man, I have to keep it. I have to keep it on the cool. I have to keep it on the down low, and I'll keep it on the down low for one reason. 3-1 to Manchester United. Hannibal with the goal there. Too late for Manchester United, but we have one back. I don't know who predicted 3-1 before the match. I think maybe we got the wrong team. Ronnie's down there saying the club is a joke. Absolutely, man. But yeah, goal from Hannibal Mejbri, to be fair. Good finish from him. Took it well. If we fight back, I'll take it all back. But I'm still going to go to the pub either way. 3 goals conceded for Manchester United today, so I am going to times that by 3, and I think we'll have £9 tonight. I think that's what we'll aim for, and maybe some shots as well. I think it's needed. I think it is needed. Liman says this is for Ten Hag. He has to be blamed. I don't know if I blame Ten Hag as much on this, Liman. I don't think there's too much he can really do when the defenders are not putting the tackles in, when we jump out of possession. I think, yeah, we can question the manager, but I think we've got to question the players as well. And I will say this now, guys. I am sick of a lot of these players. I am sick sore and tired of watching a lot of these players do this time and time again. They'll play well under a manager, they'll get the new manager bounce, they'll do it for a season. Everybody thinks, yeah, these players are great again. And then they go back and revert back to form because this team, fundamentally, these players, they're not good enough. The mentality is wrong. It hasn't been good enough for a very, very long time. It's no, it is no, Onana and saves is not going well. Wonder what De Gea's thinking. I don't know, man. I think it's interesting. I think, look, Onana probably should do better with that third goal, but it's one of those. There's a reason why De Gea hasn't been signed to anybody, and we're mid-September. Liman, Stefan, we wanted to see were Garnacho and Pellistri. We didn't get any of it. Hopefully we get Pellistri on. Hopefully we get Garnacho on, because, I mean, what's the harm? We're 3-1 down at home to Brighton with 15 minutes left. But look, I think that a lot of us need to realize, and a lot of us need to look, this goes beyond the manager. I think this goes to the players, and it goes from the culture at the club. It really does. These guys are a bunch of overpaid, underworking, lazy, underperforming, bunch of players. That's what they fundamentally are. We're Anthony Martial's on the pitch right now, guys. We're paying that man £200,000 per week. Harry Maguire's on the bench right now. Refused to go in the summer. We're paying him $250. We got an injury down here. Looks like Sergio Reguilon has been pushed off the pitch. I think it's just a nasty collision there. But yeah, look, these guys know that even if they play shit, they're just going to pick up their big fat paycheck at the end of it. Ten Hag deems Hannibal is not good enough and buys midfielders. Hannibal comes on and does what other midfielders have not done. I think Hannibal is good enough. I think he's been included in the squad for a lot of the preseason for a reason, because he is a good player. I think he does need more minutes. I still think a loan move would have been a good one overall for him. Opportunity there. Cross came in and Lindelof up and over the bar. But yeah, look, Hannibal has what other players don't have in this team, and that's a bit of heart. He might kick somebody, he might hit somebody, but I don't mind that. I really don't mind that. 3-1. Shocking goal as well. Tottenham Hotspur losing to Sheffield United at home. All that about Ange Postecoglou being the best manager in the history of Premier League football under question. Greg says this is embarrassing. Ten Hag is responsible for this. Wrong tactics. Fernandes is a 10, not a wide player. McTominay is garbage, and checking off Hojlund to Martial says it all. I think, look, some of that's right and some of it's wrong. Bruno has been more centrally. We play with a diamond, so we're playing two strikers. McTominay, I guess, yeah, I think Amrabat would have played. I think you definitely could have put Hannibal in from the start over Eriksen. Wouldn't have missed anything, in my opinion. Hojlund off, I think that's an issue. Maybe it's down to fitness. I'm not 100% sure. I wouldn't have took him off myself. And yeah, Big T, you're right. 11 players with heart, absolutely. Hannibal's on there with heart, and what do you think he's standing out? I said last night as well, McTominay, not good enough. Fred, not good enough. But those guys stood out, and they stood out at Manchester United because they had heart, they worked hard, they fought for every ball, they made every challenge, they did all the backtracking. And that shouldn't stand out at Manchester United. You shouldn't be an exemplary player who plays on passion, because everybody should be like that. We should have a team of grafters, a team of players going to run through walls, because there's a reason why these players are not as good as what maybe they should have been. And it comes down to work rate. It comes down to passion. It comes down to professionalism. I don't know if we're getting that. Hojlund did nothing wrong, was not getting the service. Absolutely not. He had a goal wrongly disallowed for going out, which probably should have stood. But I think Hojlund had a good match. I do. He worked hard with very little service. I hope we can improve that in the upcoming matches. And I hope that we can be more pragmatic. Brighton in behind here. Onana with the save as well. And now we got Diogo Dalot taking the ball out. But yeah, look, lack of service. Again, not holding the ball high enough up the pitch. Let's hope Sofian Amrabat is a miracle worker, because we might need him to be that. But it's so poor for Manchester United today. Matoma got in behind Bruno Fernandes. Bruno actually stopped running as well. That kind of shows it all. Bruno Fernandes, one of the players with more heart in this team, and he almost stopped running there. Reguilon bursting forward. I think Reguilon's worked kind of hard today as well. Rashford with the ball inside to Eriksen. Eriksen slows it down to Martinez, now to Bruno. And Bruno's going back to Casemiro. And we're going to start all over again. Martinez with the ball now. Inside. Reguilon driving forward. I've actually been kind of impressed with Reguilon today. Really good ball in there and unlucky there. That's the kind of service we wanted for Rasmus Hojlund, and he's not on the pitch. 5 Amrabat would not improve these melts. Absolutely not, big T, man. I genuinely don't know what's needed. Some heart, some fight. I think that's what's needed, man. Let's see, ball coming in here from a corner from Eriksen. Not expecting too much because our corners are just crap anyway. Yep, knocked away at the front post. No surprise whatsoever there. I think it's back to the drawing board. I think Ten Hag's going to have to do something. Rashford down again. Garnacho, Wan-Bissaka and Pellistri coming on with 10 minutes. I mean, that's just not what we need. Why aren't they coming on earlier on? Really, really poor performance today from Manchester United. Man City now winning against West Ham. They have shown United how to fight back from a deficit at half-time. But there's a lot of unease at Manchester United. There's a lot of... It's not inspiring. Big T says we need to start the youth team week after week. I mean, I've genuinely heard worse ideas. Orbs send late subs. Yeah, look, late subs, we should have made them earlier. Again, we made 2 with Hannibal coming on and Martial. But we needed more. Again, we needed more. Let's see, Brighton with the ball now in midfield. No pressure at all on it, because why would we put them under any kind of pressure? Let's just let them play through. And I'm seeing people questioning of Nana as well. I think he would concede less goals if he stopped letting strikers have shots right in the middle of the box, because that's twice in one match. And it happened against Arsenal. It happened against Tottenham. Defensively, we've been shocking this season. We really have. It might be back to the drawing board. It might be back to a double pivot, because I just don't see how this is going to work. It might have to be Casemiro and Amrabat just protecting the back four. If it's gonna have to be pragmatic, it's gonna have to be it. Big T says City go behind for fun to stop the boredom of challenging teams every week. I mean, probably. Maybe it's a pep tactic. I don't know. Shallow group of players. What can Ten Hag say after the game to inspire a group of planks? I do feel for Ten Hag, because I feel like he could call them into the dressing room. He could call them in and scream and shout at them, and he might as well be talking to a wall. Because I really don't think much is going in. I seriously don't. I think it comes down to a lack of care. I really do. I think Reguilon's worked hard today. This is a guy on his debut at United, maybe playing to try stay at United. Hannibal came on, put his usual work ethic in. Hojlund showed heart, ran things down, got very little service. Rashford has jogged about the pitch. Bruno gave up on chasing back Matoma. Dalot and McTominay were very passive into making a tackle. It's just not good enough, man. It's just not good enough. And this is a team who should have had 2 weeks off to go reset. Some of these guys didn't even go on the internationals, and it's still no better whatsoever. Yeah, look, don't worry, guys. We're going to have better watch-alongs in the future where we're going to win matches, and it's going to be brilliant. But sometimes we got to stick with it. As Haaland scores, they're fresh, I think, maybe it's going to be 3-1. Mourinho finishing second looks better every game we play. Look, Mourinho said it was his biggest achievement in football. Us finishing third and winning a trophy last year is looking more impressive week in, week out, because of the shower of shit on the pitch at the minute for United. Orbs is saying United have been crap from 2021. It's been crap for longer, man, as well. it's genuinely a long-running thing at the club now. At this point, well, we've got 6 minutes left here, plus added time. We're knocking the ball around like we're 3-1 up. There's no real desire here in this team. Free kick against Dalot was an interesting call. I don't know if I would have agreed with it. Dalot not agreeing with it either. But guys, this has been so poor. It really, really has. 3-1 to City, by the way. Let's see here. Evan Ferguson on for Brighton. Reguilon coming off, which is interesting. I actually thought he played very well. Garnacho, Pellistri, and Wan-Bissaka coming on. McTominay, Reguilon, and Martinez coming off. Two interesting calls. I wouldn't have took Reguilon off, and I would not have took Rasmus Hojlund off. I don't know why we're bringing Wan-Bissaka on when we need a goal. Probably due to a lack of other options. But I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I get taking a centre back off and putting some attacking players on. I mean, there's nothing to lose here. We're gonna lose this match. If we come back to get anything out of this, I would be genuinely stunned. But I don't think there's any reason why Facundo Pellistri shouldn't be starting this match. The change in system, it didn't work out. There's gonna be another inquest into this one. Big T says, is Gaelic football any good? Can I do watch alongs on that? Gaelic football is really good, man, but the season, the championship did just end as well for the counties. So, tell you what, maybe we'll do Rugby World Cup watch alongs. Would that be fun, guys? Will we do that? Might be better fun than watching United at the moment. Let's see here. Drop a sub as well if you guys are new. Feel like we've kind of earned it for today's match. This hasn't been easy going. What are we like 2 hours into the stream at this point? Yep, 2 hours of this. Shit, Garnacho just kicks the ball to steal. I think the ball was pulled up for a free kick on Evan Ferguson. Big positives today. I'll probably say Rasmus Hojlund. Thought he was impressive. Should have had a goal. Sergio Reguilon, I think impressive. Shouldn't have come off. I didn't think I would be saying that at kickoff. What else are we going to call positive from today's match? Hannibal scoring a goal. I'll give you that. That might be about it. That might be it as well. We're up to 1984 subs as well, guys. Only 16 away from 2000. Looking forward to that one. Will be a massive milestone, considering we only started the channel like 10 months ago. So big ups for you guys on that one. Let me guess, that's going to be a free kick to Brighton. No, actually not, but may as well be, because we just give the ball right back to them. Brighton now getting in behind. Evan Ferguson with the ball, with the shot, Onana with the save, and United live to fight another day. But guys, this is genuinely it's just hard to watch at this point. Very, very difficult for this one. What do we change? Like what can we realistically change for playing Bayern Munich? What options do we have? Because I feel like it would just. I know we can say play the youth team, but I mean that's just not going to be fair. And those guys, you know, young players, probably going to walk into a battering. Like, is that going to be fair in such young players? Yeah, big team. 10 months. Time has flown. I actually think it might be a little bit longer as well. We might be coming up to the year mark. I'm pretty sure my first video was on the Manchester derby last year, 6-3. So like we started with a bang. 1-1 in the Aston Villa Crystal Palace match. Look at Digne with a goal for anyone interested. Bruno playing centre back. I mean, I don't know what's going on with this team. I don't know. Like, what do we change for playing Bayern Munich? Because I don't think there's anybody at the club who we could say if we pick this certain team, we'll get something out of that match. Like, I seriously don't. Bruno Fernandes just kicked the ball against, I think it's João Pedro. Just gonna be a goal kick. But yeah, this is where we find ourselves. This team will get battered. I think the youth team will perform better. Not joking. I mean, they might perform better, but is it gonna be fair on those guys? Because we know what the atmosphere is in the fan base from the media. Like we said it. The knives have been sharpened for a long time. And look, it's gonna be negative. I will say this: do yourselves a favor. For the rest of the day, maybe the rest of the weekend, don't look at social media. Just give yourself a break. Garnacho's into the box here, speaking of breaks, and very easily defended. Just held off really there. Offside as well. But yeah, look, it's not looking good. Ten Hag's got a lot of work to do. I think we were in a worse position this time last year, but I don't know, guys. Like I really don't. It's just hard to get behind this team. Like it really is. And I don't know. And as bad as this sounds, we've seen this team lose 4-0 to Brighton. We've seen this team get beat 7-0 at Anfield. I would say I'm not even... Well, I'm disappointed. I'm fuming at the result, but are we surprised? Are we even surprised? I don't know. Are we angry? I don't know. Like I was angry against Liverpool. I was angry at times last season. I was angry in the seasons before that. It just feels like this is the cycle we're on. We have a good season, we play well, we win matches, and then we come back the next year and we just do absolute crap. Like I don't think it's a surprise. We've got 6 minutes left here as well. This has been a difficult 2 hours to get through, so thanks so much for bearing with me, guys, and helping me get through this, keeping me sane as well. But I'm not surprised. I don't think we can say we are surprised. Like that's literally it. Big T says performances that are killing me. If we're not going toe to toe and losing, I can defend that. I can't defend performances that make us a laughing stock. Absolutely. Look, if we go toe to toe and we run our socks off and we try hard and it's just not our day, we just can't find the back of the net, or the other team just scores a good goal or two, I guess we look that's what we would call an acceptable loss. It's like if we went at it, both teams played well, and the better team just won, then yeah. But it quickly wears thin, being outfought, outbattled, outworked every week. And it has been 5 matches in a row. We've played 5 times this season. I don't think we have I don't think we've done well at all. Really good save there from Andre Onana, but not that it's going to count for much. To be fair, that was good work from Onana. But Christ, like this team, Big T says can't look at any upcoming fixtures and see 3 points. I mean, man, we could play Luton Town and not see 3 points the way things are going here. It's one of those ones. Really good save there from Onana to deny Ansu Fati. But it's just outclassed. Outclassed today. I think we can point fingers at the manager. I think the manager got things wrong again today. I think we can point a lot of fingers and say this is the same group of players who have let this team down and this club down for the last 10 years. I think it can be both. I don't think it has to be a case that, yeah, look, it's the manager's fault, let's sack the manager and all will be good. Because it's not. It works at Chelsea because Chelsea can sack a manager and bring a whole new team in one transfer window. We get 2 to 3 players. We overpay for all of them, and that's generally where we find ourselves. Anyway, I'm looking forward to the rest of my Saturday. I'm looking forward to the rest of my weekend. It's a good thing we've been in this for a long time, guys, and it's a good thing this is disappointing losses are nothing new to this team, nothing new to this club, because it's not going to ruin my weekend. I've worked hard this week, so I'm still going to enjoy it. I'm still not going to give myself too down about it. I hope you guys are going to do the same. Only got a couple of minutes left here. Thankfully, 3 minutes left. This is just... It's just abysmal. Bruno jumps in there. Big T says, we don't have the players to play Ten Hag's way. He needs to change how he plays. I don't think he can. I mean, yeah, it's a good point. But even last year, like, we didn't play the style of football we wanted to. And we still caught hidings more often, plenty of times as well last year. I think he's got to be less stubborn. I think he's got to say, look, if I have to go 4-2-3-1, play counter-attacking football, defend, and stop conceding so many goals, then that's what he's got to do. I think he's got to make some subs. He's got to make some changes to this team, because otherwise Bayern Munich's going to be 10-0 midweek. That's what we're heading for. So I don't know. I really don't know. We got a minute 30 seconds left. Then we can enjoy our weekend. I would advise everybody to do the same. But yeah, just poor performance today once again. I don't even think we can give a man of the match to any United players. I don't think we want to either. Fulham have beaten Luton 1-0, if anyone is interested in that one. But yeah, look, we're at Old Trafford. We're getting led by Brighton fans. Like, it's just embarrassing. Like, I'm not gonna sit and scream into the camera and overreact and all, like, for the clicks and all. It's just embarrassing. It's just so frustrating watching this Manchester United team play the way we're playing week in and week out. Thankfully, we can almost enjoy our weekends, guys, and I hope everybody has a good weekend. Yeah, hope everyone gets to the pub. Hope everyone has some a couple of pints to try commiserate that. We got taught a footballing lesson, but it is over. It's 3-1. Boos from the home fans. Look, I still think Ten Hag's the right guy, but I don't know. I think he's got to change a lot of things to this team. I think he's too stubborn. I'm so fresh. So fresh says Aston Villa score, I win the accumulator. I think my accumulator is out, by the way, as well. I think Spurs getting beat by Sheffield has ruined that one. Unless they've come back to win that match. I don't think they have. No, they haven't. Nope. So Spurs have bottled the accumulator for me. It is what it is. I hope Villa score for you. I'm so fresh, man. I really do. Yeah, 3-1 loss for United, 3-1 win for City. It's just disappointing. There we go. So Fresh has got the money. He's got the bag. I hope you go out and have a very, very good weekend there, man. Let's see. Spurs have hit 1-1, but I mean, it's the 90th minute. I doubt they're going to win that one. But yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining in. I hope everyone goes out and enjoys their weekend. I'm going to go get some food, going to get some pints, and going to enjoy myself, enjoy life. Beer for Stefan. Yeah, beer for everybody as well. Big ups. Thanks so much. Let me just wait as well. Need to wait for 1 second on YouTube actually loading here so I can end the stream. Let me see. I'll click it and assume it's done. There we go. There we go, guys. Was not a fun stream with the football, but it's great to be on with you guys once again. I should be on tomorrow as well, kind of the normal time, 7:30ish. So I will post if we are going live tomorrow. I would assume we will be with all the fallout and stuff. So guys, enjoy your Saturday, enjoy your Sunday, have a good weekend, and don't let Manchester United get you down too much. Otherwise, we will be down every single weekend. So go out, enjoy yourselves. Thanks so much for bearing with me for what, like 2 hours. Big ups, and I will see all of you guys in the next one.